Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare 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 Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama. Oh, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Johan, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Woo, woo, Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna. Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Very ripe bananas. Lord Chaitanya's favorite food. Mushy bananas. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama. I heard the teachers tell that to some of the children. They used to have a Gurukul in New York, Lake Huntington, and they didn't have much money. And for breakfast, sometimes the bananas, they were pretty mushy. You know what mushy bananas are like, So they'd tell the children, they'd say, this is Lord Chaitanya's favorite food. So they'd eat the bananas. I have new depth of insight into that. Hare Krishna. Lord Chaitanya's favorite food is bananas. Mushy bananas. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Krishna, Krishna. I mean, really, Krishna, Krishna, Krishna. Feelings, emotions, feelings, especially feelings. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna. In the 80s, I had a little flower business. I was living in a van in the temple parking lot. I did that for about 6 years. And I had a little flower stand downtown Atlanta. And I was giving most of the money that I made, I would give to the temple, and I was living in the van in the parking lot with a key to the bathroom. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna. It was my austerity for Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna. One of them. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. And when I would go to the wholesale flower shop, all the florists go to a wholesaler and they buy the flowers really, really fresh because they have to keep them in their shop for a long time, till their customers come and buy them. But I was on the street. It was like same day sales. So I'd buy the flowers that the florists weren't interested in because they're already like starting to bloom a little bit. But if you're on the street and you're selling them the same day, hey, you can give people you can get a really good price from the wholesaler on those ready to sell flowers, those like ripe bananas, ready to sell. So I did that, for several years actually. And there was one wholesale company. I brought them some banana bread one day that one of the devotees was making banana bread. And I asked her, I said, could you make some banana bread and let me bring this prasadam to these people that I'm buying flowers from, right? They were young guys. They were kind of hip, Mike, he was cool. He was like too cool, actually. He was like, but anyway, flower business can be like that sometimes. So she made the banana bread and I offered to the deities, and I brought the banana bread, and they loved it. All the people that were there, they gobbled it up. It was delicious. She made really good banana bread. And there must have been some devotion in there. She was that devotee. I really liked her. She had like a lot of feelings about things. She's kind of feeling type person. And she made that really good banana bread. So Mike asked me, he said, look, can you bring that, bring that, like a couple times a week, we'll pay you for it. It was so good. We loved it. So I got all excited and I went back and I said, look, we got a customer, they want that banana bread and they'll give a donation for it too. And she said, "Oh, I can't do it regularly. I'm just too busy. I can't do that regularly. I have too many things to do. I can't commit to it." And I was like really disappointed, you know. So I said, "Okay, you're not the only one that can make banana bread." Okay. I mean, I said like that. It was a little callous, you know, but it was the truth. She didn't want to do it. I says, "Well, you're not the only one that can make banana bread. They liked your banana bread, but you know, find somebody else to make the banana bread for them." And I found another devotee that would make the banana bread, but he wasn't as sweet a devotee, you know. And his banana bread, I brought it in. They didn't like it. They didn't like his banana bread. I mean, it was banana bread. It was offered to the deities. They didn't like it. When I saw the devotee that made the good banana bread, the tasty, you know, nice banana bread, a couple of days later, she expressed her feelings. She said, "You know, you hurt my feelings when you said that." When I said, "You're not the only one that can make banana bread." But actually, she was the only one that could make that particular banana bread. She was the only one. They liked her banana bread. Okay, they could taste. She had some devotion in it. They could taste that. So I was wrong. You know, you are the only one. You were the only one that could make that banana bread. But I offended. You know, she felt offended when I said, "Well, you're not the only one that can make banana bread." And then so she said, "You know, you hurt my feelings." And I had to think, like, for a minute. Feelings? What are those? I was just doing it as a service, you know, because if somebody takes the prasadam offered to the deities, they make spiritual advancement. You know, this was in the 80s. And she said, "You know, you hurt my feelings." And I just had to stop. I said, I actually shared it with her. I said, "Feelings? What are those? How can I hurt your feelings? If I step on your foot, I hurt your foot. If I punch you, you know, I hurt you because I hit you. Uh, but how do you hurt somebody's feelings? What are they?" Seriously. I had to stop and think. Feelings? What does that have to do with serving Krishna? Feelings. Don't they just get in the way? I mean, the important thing was for those people to get some banana bread that was offered to the deity. What does feelings have to do with it? What does devotion even have to do with it? It's all about the banana bread. Okay, so there was a lesson. Obviously, I've never forgotten it. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram. I started thinking about feelings. Like, what was she talking about? You know, what does that have to do with serving Krishna? What does that have to do with anything? Feelings, you know, don't they just get in the way? So I just had an experience. You know, this is a big community here, and the practice is pretty much Vaidhi Bhakti. It's pretty much. And some devotees are, you know, they have some nice, loving sentiments developed, but not to the degree that Srila Gaurhari's preaching and the Sangha that he's preaching in, not to that degree. I mean, Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Anyway, so I found out that there was a devotee has bronchitis. Actually, their husband has bronchitis. And I have a recipe for a really powerful tea. It's all natural herbs. And whenever somebody's sick with respiratory, I offer, you know, I give him the recipe and I have all the ingredients. He says, let me make the tea. It'll knock it out, it'll knock out pneumonia. It did. I had pneumonia. It got rid of it. So I said, oh, here's an opportunity. Let me help the devotee in a way to express, reach out a little bit, in a personal way to the devotees. So I sent an email. Now, I've had communication with this devotee before through email, and they respond right away because they check their email. Or other things, practical things. So I sent an email, and I sent the recipe, and I said, please, I'd like to make this. I have all the ingredients. Let me make the tea. I can bring it over in an hour. And, it helped me. It helped. And I named the other devotees that it helped. I said, let me bring it over. No response. Nothing. And previously, when they address me, they always say, oh, dearest friend. And if they see me, is a very welcoming greeting. Oh, okay. And inquiring, cordially, how are you? Oh, isn't that nice? Mm. Oh, it's always wonderful to see you. Hare Krishna. Dearest friend. Hare Krishna. So that was like, a couple days ago. So I sent another email today. And I want to read what I sent. I'm getting really bold, because it has to do with feelings. And how can I ignore this person who's ignoring me? I mean, I can, but I can't. Because I have feelings. Okay? Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. So here's how I'm expressing my feelings. I mean, I don't usually do this. I just, very staunch, but I'm in the Sangha now, and feelings, we're not about repressing feelings, even if we make an ass out of ourselves when we express them, okay? Because that's how we're worshiping Krishna, is by experiencing these different feelings and emotions and expressing them. It's kind of new to me, about the banana bread, right? Feelings, what are those? So it's funny that Johan, he's mentioning the banana club. Yeah, the banana bread club. Bananas has a lot to do with it, I'll tell you. Especially mushy bananas. That's what you make banana bread out of. Okay, so here's my response. I'm expressing my feelings. This person's ignoring me. I find it interesting that you address me as dearest, and when I see you, very smiling and extend a warm greeting. But I've not heard back from you one way or another about the tea for your husband. I mentioned another devotee's name, had a similar bronchial infection, and so did I mention another devotee's name. I made some tea for them, and it cleared their infections up immediately. I'm not sure how to understand your communication. And then I list different things. I know this sounds very petty and picayune, but it isn't. I'm expressing my feelings. I feel hurt that she's not responding when I've extended myself in all good conscience and with actual love and concern for someone, and they're not responding. They're ignoring. There's nothing worse you can do to someone than just ignore them. And that's what people do to Krishna. And that's the worst thing you can do to anyone, is simply ignore them, make believe they don't exist. So that's what it feels like right now. So, okay, these are the things I list. I say, I'm not sure how to understand your lack of communication. Number one, I'm not the kind of devotee you want to have any association with. Number two, you're too busy to put any time into an email response. Number three, to accept service from me would contaminate your household. In parentheses, probably, but Krishna will protect you. In parentheses. 4, he's your husband. Why am I offering some medicine? Yeah, I think that's the best one. That's funny. 5, you are developing mental deterioration due to aging, like many of us, especially memory and focus. Number 6, you would really just prefer to ignore me. 7, all of the above. 8, or something else. And then I sent an animated picture of a little girl, like kind of crying, and the caption is feelings. And then I said, I guess I'm not supposed to have any feelings. So there you go. I've made a fool out of myself. But you know what? Love makes fools out of everyone for that very reason. Because love is ruled by feelings. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. I think I got that right. Or is it feelings that are ruled by love? Does love rule feelings? Does love control feelings? Actually, that would be a little healthier, wouldn't it? Than feelings control love. Yeah, it's probably that way. Anyway, maybe it'll become clear if I get more in touch with my feelings. Used to be that hippie song, remember? Tommy the Who? Maybe I should post a link to it. He was the pinball wizard. He was deaf. He was a young guy. Deaf, dumb, and blind. But he sure played a mean pinball. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. Yeah, it's all about feelings. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare. Get in touch. Feelings. That's where the fun is, it's a roller coaster ride. But that's where the pleasure is. It's in the emotions, it's in the feelings. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. God, the material world is like, it's like people are trained animals. They do something and they get a cookie. And they think that's enjoying. The dog think, oh, that's great. I got a cookie, Yeah. Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. It's just training, you can train a dog, a cat, or a monkey, to do all kinds of stuff, really. Train horses. But you could train birds to talk, They can be trained. But you could train a parrot to chant Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Ah, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Ah, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
I mean, they hear you and they mimic, and maybe you give them like a little handful of sunflower seeds or something, reward them for Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Here's your sunflower seeds. Mm-hmm. But what happens when death comes? Do they go Hare Krishna? Where do they go?
Ah!
Krishna! Krishna! Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Actually, there's two devotees I tried to reach out to, and they're ignoring me. Now, these are devotees that they're important in the community. They're women, female devotees, but they're important in the community. They give classes, and they teach about Varnashram Dharma and following the rules and regulations. Okay? But I'm reaching out in a heartfelt way, in a personal way, and they're ignoring me. And so this is the other letter. I need some information from this particular devotee about a woman, a devotee that we had so much fun together. We did a lot of ecstatic service together here at the house. I was inviting people over, and I was making a lot of prasadam, and we were having kirtan, and we were reading Mahabharata. And this devotee was visiting. She lives up north. It was cold. This was during the winter, so she was here during the south. Her health isn't all that great, and so being in a warm climate during the winter months was helping her. And she was so much fun. She would come over. We had a ball. Oh, man, making this pineapple upside down cake, it was the most fun ever. I mean, it was upside down, but it didn't come out right, and it splattered on the table, and we had to scoop it up and shape it to make it look like a cake. We were laughing the whole time. And you know what? It was the most delicious cake. It was so good, but, you know, it ended up being a big splat mess on the table. And we had to put it back together again. It was like that. Cooking with her was like that. It was just so much fun. So she had to go back up north. And the phone number that I have for her is a local number here, which is she discontinued because she's not here now. During the summer, it's too hot for her. And I don't have any way to get in touch with her. And I want to find out how she's doing because she was going to go for some checkups. She thought she maybe had a tumor or something, you know. She was a little nervous about it. I want to know what's happening with her. And there's only one devotee that I know of that has either her address or her telephone number. And I contacted them a few weeks ago and asked for the information for my friend. No answer. And I just called them on the phone yesterday, and they told me, well, yeah, here's my email. Send me an email, and then I'll get the information. I'll send it back to you. So that was yesterday. No response. So, you know, this has to do with feelings. I love my friend. For all I know, you know, she may be fighting cancer now. She may have even passed away. How do I know? I can't get in touch with her. Last time I saw her was like 6 months ago. So another one of these things where I'm expressing my feelings. I want the information out of this devotee. I really want it, and they're not responding. And I'm getting very impatient. So here's another email. I address the devotee and I say, not sure how to understand your lack of response. And then I got a list here. Number one, you're just so busy you don't have time to check your email and then take the time to find my friend's phone number or address. Number two, you're aging like the rest of us and have some cognitive degeneration, especially memory. 3, you don't like me, and we prefer not to have any communication for or something else. See, that's how I feel. That's how I feel by this person not responding. Now, it's true, they may just be busy. Okay. Or they may have a memory problem, because this is an older devotee, and a lot of them have different kinds of physical and mental problems. Or maybe just don't like me. I've never really gotten like a friendly communication from the person. It's always kind of a glaring stare. Maybe they don't like anybody. Anyway, so feelings. Oh, I ended it a little strongly. Said, sorry to sound so demanding and impatient, but where the hell is the information? So let's just see what they do with it, you know? It's like, I'm not supposed to have any feelings, okay? Let's see what they do with it. Where the hell is the information? If I don't get responses on these emails, I'm going to their house. I'm going to their house. And I'm going to get a response out of them. And I'm going to get the information. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. I'm going to follow my feelings. To ignore someone's the worst thing you can do. It's the worst thing you can do. I'm not a pest. I don't like talk to them or try to get all the time. There's a couple things here that anybody that was a reasonable person would just respond to. And then case closed. Either, here's the information, or I can't find the information, I'm sorry. Or, no, he won't drink it. Thank you for offering, but he won't drink it. Or, yeah, great. Yeah, bring a little over. Let's try it. Okay? These are just like ordinary dealings. What's the matter with these people? I feel there's something terribly wrong. And it's not just me that they're dealing like this with, that may be dealing with everyone like that. Maybe they are losing their marbles. I don't know. Anyway, if I don't get an email response, I'm going to go over there. I'm going to knock on the door. Maybe they won't open the door. They'll go and hide in the closet or under a bed or something. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. I have feelings. I have feelings. I feel things. They get angry. They cry. Or laugh. Oh, that was that song, Tommy the Who. The Pinball Wizard. The guy was deaf, dumb, and blind. The reason I remembered that was part of the lyrics was, Tommy, can you hear me? Tommy, can you feel me? Because he's deaf, dumb, and blind, right? Tommy, can you hear me? Tommy, can you feel me? He was deaf, dumb, and blind, but he sure played a mean pinball. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Can you hear me? Can you feel me? That's Krishna. And the conditioned souls, the speculators, the austerity performers, the charity givers, the controllers, managers, for the most part, can't see Krishna, can't feel Krishna, can't hear Krishna. And that's what Krishna wants. Can you hear me? Can you see me? Can you feel me? I tell you, hang around this Sangha long enough, you'll see Krishna, you'll hear Krishna, you'll feel Krishna, and you'll love Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Can you, John says, can you send me that recipe with the tea? Thanks. Yeah, I'll send it. Yeah, I mean, it's good stuff. Somebody take the recipe. Somebody take the formula. Yeah, I'll send it to you, Jan. Krishna. Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Yeah, the feelings and emotions. I mean, it's deep, you know. It's deep. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Rama. I mean, think about it. Yeah, think about it. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. He wants to know what? What is it that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu wants to know? Krishna wants to know. Which is why Krishna manifests as Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. What is it that he wants to know? He wants to know what Radha is feeling. He wants to know what Radha is feeling. Feelings, what are those? What are they? Feelings. The devotee knows. That's why Krishna appears as a devotee. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. I mean, this is really cutting edge. What's going on in the followers of Srila Gaura Haridas? Krishna, he's right. This kind of preaching is the kind of preaching that pleases the Lord the most. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Worshipping the Lord with feelings and emotions. That pleases the Lord the most. Because that's where the love is. Without feelings and emotions, Hare Krishna, love, there isn't any. Hare Krishna, Krishna. There's duty. We have duty, responsibility. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, but not love. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. Okay, sure, I had to pour that out. Love makes fools out of everyone. Hare Krishna, Krishna. Isn't that what Lord Chaitanya said? When he was asked, why don't you sit down and study? Why do you sing and dance and act like a madman? He said he asked his spiritual master about that. And his spiritual master said, oh yes, this is very good. Do more of that. You go on. Do more of that. This has my approval. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare. My spiritual master told me I was a fool. And I should just do more of this, chanting and dancing in ecstasy. That's what Lord Chaitanya said when he was asked. Why don't you take up study of Vedanta? Become sober, logical. Hare Krishna, Hare. Methodical, regulated, disciplined. Emotions don't work like that. They don't work like that. They're spontaneous. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Oh, let me see this. Oh, I have to scroll down here. Last thing I see is send me the recipe. Johnny says, what a great share. Jai. Krishna will protect you, Janaki. Yohan says, we are saying it's a tea that can't awaken the dead, so strong as a tea. Okay, so, yeah. It's a nectar, actually. A medicine. Yeah, it's a medicine. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. And drink this holy name, right? Drink the nectar of the holy name. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. And remembering nectar devotion, there's a little section. Rupa Goswami says there was one gopi in Vrindavan, and she felt like she'd been poisoned by the nectar of Krishna's flute. She felt like she'd become poisoned. So she tried to take advantage of the buffalo, Krishna's buffalo horn. But it just made her situation worse, thousands of times worse. She was even more poisoned. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. Okay, it's almost 10:30 here. Whew. Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama. Jai.